Hey guys, so today we're gonna make a few Valentine's Day treats, and yeah, so that's basically it. We're just gonna get started. Yeah, we're gonna do 4 different treats, super easy, super simple. So let's get started. Hey, you guys. Okay, so we are starting off with making some chocolate covered strawberries. Um, Obviously, this is not revolutionary, but it is. I don't know if everybody realizes how simple this really is. I use milk chocolate chips. To me, that's the only way to go. You can obviously use different, you know, dark chocolate, semi sweet, whatever, but milk chocolate, in my opinion, is the way to go. So, yeah, you just melt that, you put that in the microwave. Well, this is how I do it. There's multiple ways you can melt chocolate, obviously. Put the chips in a bowl, microwave safe, of course, and put it in the microwave for 15-second increments. It's a little time consuming, but chocolate will burn easily and it gets weird. It gets like crumbly, clumpy. It's weird. So just take the time and do the 15-second increments, pull it out, stir it, and it'll melt perfectly for you. And then just dip the strawberries in. It's really that simple. Okay, you guys have no idea, but I was interrupted for like 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to remember where I was so I could pick up. Um, so I think I was talking about the chocolate. But yeah, you just dip them. It's really easy. And my strawberries were not the best. This was not the best pack. I guess that's what happens when I don't go into Walmart and pick them up myself. So yeah, that's what we didn't get a great big batch of strawberries, but chocolate covered strawberries because they weren't the best quality. But what can you do? Go in and pick them up yourself, I guess. Pick them out yourself. By the way, special tip from me to you: if you have leftover chocolate, as I did because the strawberries were crappy, do not take the spoon and stick a spoonful of melted chocolate in your mouth. It is like glue, my friends. Which is my way of saying that's what I did. So I just take cookie icing in this nice little pre-made tube because these are easy snacks, right? Okay, you could use like melted white chocolate, and then you stick a fork in the melted white chocolate and then just like drizzle the fork over top of the strawberries. But I just got this cookie icing. No, it doesn't harden like the chocolate does, but my daughter actually specifically asked me, she was like, "What is the white, like, swirly stuff that you put on it?" And I told her it was cookie icing, and she said that it was really good. So, there you have it. Make it easier on yourself. But yeah, so that's what I did. I just get the cookie icing and swirled it on that way. But like I said, you could also use, you don't have to do it at all. Leave them just plain dipped chocolate. That's fine. But you can also, use like melted white chocolate, like I said, and just do the little fork drizzle, and that will work the same, give the same little effect, and it'll harden like the chocolate. But yeah, so we just do this, finish them up, make them a little pretty, and then throw them in the fridge so that they can, get nice and firmed up, and they are in fact strawberries, so, fridge.
Love me or hate me, God knows you made it. When he let his eyes on me. Yucky, ninini, 나바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘.
So do you guys want to know the secret to making the best Rice Krispie treats? Come a little closer. I'll tell you. you want to add, okay, the secret is you want to add extra butter and extra marshmallows. I use mini marshmallows. I don't really, a couple extra tablespoons of butter, a little bit extra marshmallows. I don't really measure it. I just kind of throw some extra in, and they will be so good. Alright, now, as I said, the secret is extra butter and extra marshmallows. I still stand firm on that. However, this night, I went particularly, how do I want to put it? I went ham on the mini marshmallows a bit and put too much into it and pretty much turned my Rice Krispies treats into glue also. So, yeah, it really does make better ones to add a little bit of extra butter and a little bit of extra marshmallow. Just don't go quite as crazy as I did, because then you will end up with a very thick glue like Rice Krispie treat when you're trying to put it in a pan. Still delicious though. Okay, while I was waiting for my butter and stuff to melt, I already measured out the Rice Krispie treats in a bowl, and I put Valentine sprinkles in there. Now what you can do, you can mix them in like I did, and then the hot butter marshmallows kind of melts them a little bit and gave it like an overall like pinky look to it, so that was pretty cute. But you can also put them in the pan and then just sprinkle the sprinkles on top, and then just press them in a little bit if you want more of like a sprinkle topping. Or don't put sprinkles in it at all if you don't want them. But I actually used the frosted Rice Krispies this time. It just seemed like a solid idea to do. You know, if you're going to go all in and make a delicious treat, you might as well go all in, right? So yeah, as you can see here, you can see that my Rice Krispies were pretty sticky, we'll say. That was from the overabundance of the marshmallows. Like I said, I recommend putting a little extra in. You don't have to. Make them normal. They're still delicious. But don't go quite as crazy as I did on this night, because then you have Rice Krispie glue. But, and see, I even broke my spatula. But, yeah, so it was pretty hard. Now, normally, you would rip off a piece of wax paper and lay it on top, and then you can like just press it down. That's the much easier way to do it, but I forgot to get wax paper, so here we are. And then I was like, that's good enough, it's fine, and threw it in the fridge. So now we are on to a version of leprechaun bait, if you've ever heard of that. Valentine's edition. I got these candy wafers, the melting, I gave them a little taste because I've never used these ones before, and I wanted to see what they tasted like. They're supposed to be vanilla flavored. They were in fact vanilla flavored. So I got the Lucky Charms, poured those in. I added what was left of the sprinkles that I had. I put a little tube, here I'm going to get it right now, a little tube of the Valentine's M&Ms. I would have liked to have put more M&Ms in it. However, my Walmart just did not have like the bags of Valentine's M&Ms. They only had those little tubes. and I only got two, and I need one for later. So yeah, ideally I would put more M&Ms in, but you can add, like, some people put like Chex cereal in it also. So you have a little, like, not so sweet, and you can add pretzels, you can add peanut, you can, I mean, it's just the general idea that you dump and mix, and you're making like a coated little snack thing. But the sky's the limit, honestly. You can do this with white chocolate. I mean, I'm assuming you could do it with milk chocolate. I've only ever done it with like white chocolate or like melting wafers. But yeah, it's just an extra little, vanilla chemical coated cereal treat. No, I'm just kidding. I actually looked at the ingredients on the candy wafers, and it really wasn't bad at all, other than like red number 3 or something like that, which I know people are iffy about red dye. Other than that, it was actually pretty, like some sort of oil, powdered milk, whey protein, nothing that I couldn't pronounce. So there's that. And then you just lay it on a baking sheet. You don't have to put yours in the fridge. I put it in the fridge because I wanted to be able to put it in a container fairly quickly, because if you are not new here, I have 1 million cats. Not really, but it feels like it sometimes. And they can't leave anything alone, even though they shouldn't be anywhere up where food is. But I did throw mine. Oh no, maybe I did leave it on the counter. I swear I put it in the fridge after a while, but maybe I didn't. But yeah, you can just let that sit out to just kind of, it's really not hot, I don't know, firm a little bit. So we're moving on to these treats. And this probably isn't new news to you either, but it was the first time I've ever actually made them. You get the little, you can get, it's like the little pretzels that look like waffles. That's the best I can describe it, little square pretzels. And now I've seen a lot of people line them up on their baking sheet all nice and perfect. That's not how I live my life. There's no way. And unwrapping all these Hershey's Hugs, oh, guys, this is a very easy thing to do. This is just the most time consuming. If somebody will lend you a hand in doing this, then take it. But yeah, unwrapping all these Hugs was super duper fun. I left a good chunk in. Well, I sped this up times 4. I left a good chunk of it in for you guys to see the process, and I cut like 3 minutes of it out. So, excuse me. But yeah, so look at that nice big pile of wrappers. Super fun. But they are delicious. I'm not going to lie. They are super duper good. So you set the Hugs on top of the pretzels. I will bring you in closer when it's time to finish them off. Just FYI. That's coming. But, yeah, so you put this, just set the Hugs on all the pretzels. You have your oven preheated to 200 degrees. And then, yeah, I'm like, whew, thank goodness I'm finally done. Put them in the oven. For the recipe I had seen said 5 to 10 minutes, so I went with 7 minutes because I like odd numbers. And I actually think 7 minutes was perfect, and I'll explain why when we get to the next part. But right here I'm just putting the little candy mixture treat into a container so that it's contained. So yeah, I'm just doing that right now during the 7 minutes while the pretzel things are in the oven, which should be coming out here momentarily for you. I just want to say also, sorry if I'm a little extra sniffly and stuff to you guys. Tonight I feel like I may be coming down with something, which is super duper awesome. So yeah, sorry about that. Here I'm just getting ready. I got the other stinking little tube that I had and just dumping the M&Ms on a plate so that they were ready to go. Okay, so now we are out of the oven. And then you just take the M&Ms and just push them right on the top of the little Hugs there. And at first I was like, ooh, I think 7 minutes might have been too long, because it was like they were almost melted too much. But I think looking back after the fact, I think 7 minutes was actually perfect, because the chocolate like melted down into the little holes of the pretzels, but not through to where it made a mess. So to me, I think 7 minutes was actually perfect. So take that as you will. And it's weird because like the chocolate was like melty, but in the process of putting M&Ms on, you get chocolate on your fingers and it doesn't burn you. Actually, I run it, there's like 4 or 5 left at the end because I didn't have quite enough M&Ms, and I just like patted them down the chocolate a little bit with my finger and like it didn't burn at all. So I don't know, that's some sort of magic. But yeah, and then you just throw these in the fridge for them to firm back up, and they are stinking delicious. We've already eaten the whole tray. My husband wants more, and I told him if he wants more, he has to help unwrap the hugs because that was pretty super annoying. But yeah, this is going to finish out the video. I mean, not quite. I show you a nice little thing at the end. But yeah, that's about all I got for you today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do so. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and comment something down below. We can get to know each other. There's your nice little after shot. I used a heart cookie cutter to cut the Rice Krispie treats. But yeah, thanks for being here. There's a part 2 coming. I think it's going to be a little bit more exciting. But yeah, I'll see you then. Bye, guys.